What's up, everybody? Welcome back to From the Crypt. I'm Derek. Let me start off by apologizing for last week. I was having issues last Sunday with my editing software. So much so that I tried to use a different editing software to then find out I couldn't export my stuff in the quality that I wanted to, or the bare minimum. So, my review for The Substance, which that's what I was working on last week, will be coming out closer to time when it is announced on VOD. So definitely be on the lookout for that. But yeah, it was just a crazy week in general. But we're right back at it. It's the last day of September. That means October. It's right around the corner. We're on the cusp of it. And today I wanted to talk about Netflix's Fear Street Trilogy, directed by Lee Janiak. Now, this has three parts, obviously. 1994, 1978, and 1666. So, I'm going to be talking spoilers. I can't control myself. Alright, let's get started. Super quick plot synopsis. A group of teens get caught up in a 300-year curse. If I could talk, that'd be cool. So, who's in Fear Street Trilogy? I'm just going to name a few because there are quite a few people throughout three movies. We got Kiana Mideria. God, I butchered it. I'm sorry. As Dina. Olivia Scott Welch as Sam Fraser. Benjamin Flores Jr. as Josh Johnson. Jillian Jacobs as Ziggy. And then Ashley Zuckerman as Nick Good. As I said, I'm not going to list off everything. There's a bunch of people in this movie. But what I am going to tell you, and in starting off with what's good about Fear Street, I like all the characters in all three of these movies. Everybody was very well casted, and everybody did a phenomenal job. There's not one person I was like, I want to just one of these right in their suck hole or anything. No, did not have that issue at all. Music. The music that is used primarily in 94 and 78, because if you can find me an audio recording of something from 1666, I welcome you to. The music, phenomenal throughout. Every single time that I watch part 3, immediately after, and my wife will be my witness on this one, I have to listen to Mo Murda by Bone Thugs and Harmony. Because it comes on, I always forget it's in there, and then I'm like, oh shit! So it gets me pumped. Love Bone Thugs. One thing that's important that this trilogy of films does is they're given enough time throughout everything to develop, which ultimately leads to a more fulfilling and more impactful product. For instance, if they would have took like a third, if they would have tried to splice all three of these together, there we go, that's better. If they would have tried to splice all of them together, this would have been a complete disaster, and nobody will convince me otherwise. These movies needed their time for character development, laying the groundwork for everything, because it's a very, very big story, very wide time-spanning story. It needed that time. Another thing that's awesome is 3 different time periods. So 94 is very reminiscent of Scream, which, who doesn't love Scream? Or Scary Movie if you want to be a dick about it. What? Scary Movie ruined Scream for me, and I know I'm not alone. Let me know down below. Do you agree with that? 78 is very Friday the 13th-esque, so that's cool. And some people are going to like when I say this, but shut up. I don't care. The 1666, just the setting, reminded me of The Witch. And it also, Sarah Fear was a witch. So, don't hate me for thinking that. I like the rivalry between the two towns, and I know this sounds very, like, why would you want to talk about that? I went to high school in a small town, and you know what? We had a rival, and you bet your ass if we would have been able to get our hands on them, we would have killed them. So that shit is real, in case of people like, oh, that doesn't actually happen. It does. Another thing, and this is from part 3. I like that the twist wasn't that Sarah Fear was cursing Shadyside, that it was the good family. Because, you know, the whole first 2, it's like, oh, Sarah Fear, Sarah Fear, Sarah Fear. And then you find out she wasn't that bad of a person. She just lived in a bad time period. I'll just say that much. Now, there is a good balance in these 3 movies between off-screen kills and on-screen kills, which that's big. That's big for me. I want to see it. I want to see it. And the ones that were more primarily off-screen were little kids. Like, we'll say 12. Anywhere from like 8 to 14, we'll say. Don't particularly want to see that. So those being off-screen made 100% sense, and I wasn't pissed about anything. The biggest thing, however, that I liked about the Fear Street movies, and in particular 1994, because if 1994 would have sucked, I wouldn't have even bothered with the other 2. But the thing that got me with 94, I kind of figured it was going to take the It approach, because we were right off the heels of It, and that the main characters, like the main group of kids, they're safe. Nothing bad's going to happen to them. Boy, was I wrong. And let me tell you, I'm very, very happy that I was wrong about that. That added a whole new level of intensity to the movie. Because, like, they could actually die. So, really, really like that. Now, what's bad about the Fear Street trilogy? You tell me. I didn't have any issues with any of these movies. As I said towards the beginning, I've watched all 3 of these movies 3 times, all the way through. I don't really have any complaints. If I do, it's very minor and makes no difference whatsoever. So, nothing's bad with the Fear Street movies, in my opinion. Now, make sure to let me know yours down below, because I'm sure somebody's got something. Now, rewatch by review time. Would I watch this again? Yes, I would, even after already going through and watching them again. Would I buy this? If I was legally, that's the big word there, legally able to, yes, 100%, I would buy these and I wouldn't even think twice about it. What score would I give it? Now, I don't want people to think because there's nothing bad in my mind with this movie that I'm going to give it a 10. Or these movies, sorry. Normally I do single reviews, so a trilogy's kind of throwing me off my game a little bit. A 9. These movies it's one great cohesive story, and it's just a shame that Netflix isn't selling physical media, because as you guys can see behind me, I'm a physical media collector. I would love to have these in my collection because they are that damn good. And with spooky season right around the corner, definitely recommend checking these out. But that'll just about do it for today, guys. Let me know down below. Did you guys like Fear Street as much as I did? Hopefully you did. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like on it and consider subscribing to the channel so we can always do more fun, dumb stuff. That's always what I say. But until next time, have a good one, guys. In the corner, definitely recommend checking these out. But that'll just about do it for today, guys. Let me know down below. Did you guys like Fear Street as much as I did? Hopefully you did. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like on it and consider subscribing to the channel so we can always do more fun, dumb stuff. That's always what I say. But until next time, have a good one, guys.